Huh. I'm torn on this issue. Would I rather be a monkey or be a lizard? I'm giving it serious thought. Lizard has to worry about birds. That's a good point. I think that might convince me. A monkey does not have to worry about getting eaten by a bird. Shedding your own skin probably feels amazing. Like, it probably does feel painful to some extent, but also once it's over, it's probably like, oh my god, I feel better than ever. This is like one of my favorite bits that only I like. Going through Buddhist hell, which is like you go through like 9,000 reincarnations in Buddhist hell, but then you come out purified. But once you come out purified, you're probably like, holy shit, I feel amazing. You are born into this world and you're like, for some reason I feel great, I feel amazing. You can't even, you don't have no memory of being in hell for 900 reincarnations. Might be worth it, I don't know. Regrowing limbs as a lizard would be rad. Yeah, I guess monkeys don't do that. Okay, here's a, would you rather, okay, this is kind of off topic. Okay, here's another, I mean, this is not a good question. Let me phrase it that way. Would you rather be a lizard who can regrow his limbs or their limbs? Okay. Or be a monkey, but you get like, you have a human who gives you like cybernetic implants and gives you like robot arms and stuff. And you're not gonna lose your arm, but if you did, you would get like a robot arm and you would be a monkey with a robot arm. Monkey? Monkey cyber? Why would they do that? I don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Why? It is a good question. Cyborg Kong. Cyborg Kong would be amazing. Because the idea of a monkey with a robot arm kind of is like... It kind of is like something you would see in a comic in the 90s. And maybe even as a kid, you would be like, this is... I don't know what to think about this. Monkey with a robot arm is so specific, where it's like, you're 8 years old and you're like, this is the coolest thing ever. And then you're 9 years old and you're like, this is lame. Then you're 10 and you're like, this is cool. Then you're 11 and you're like, I'm too mature for this. Then 12, you're like, oh, this is cool. It's so specific. So did they make me smart in the process if I'm a monkey because I wanted to play video games? That is a good... it would be so cool to watch a monkey play video games, wouldn't it? And you would be the biggest, like, Twitch streamer of all time. You make holy shit, this could be the next step in speedrunning. You have, like, monkeys speedrunning. Am I onto something? Am I onto something? What if you pit, like, 2 monkeys against each other in, like, speedrunning Mario 64? This could be, like, the next level. We are onto something? I think so, because I think, like, at some point, every speedrunner has, like, accomplished every kind of possible speedrunning. You can't, like, surpass it. The infinite monkey theorem, but speedrunning is it? But we're just redoing the monkey infinite theorem. Every time you finish a run, you get a banana pudding. This is a really good idea. This is a really good idea. This is how you instill that kind of like fever in a monkey to play Mario 64. Art imitates life. Why is it purple? What the fuck? Why? Why is it purple when Kazooie's running? Is that life? I'm curious about purple effects in video games and art and media. Because sometimes, like, gravity, when it's depicted in video games, it's purple. And I'm like, really? Gravity is purple? I don't know if I would give gravity the color purple. I feel like gravity should be, like, light blue. It shouldn't be all mystic like that. Gravity is not a mystical force, it's just a force. Have you guys ever seen, like, a horror movie and the lighting turns, like, green? Like, the room turns green and there's, like, green light? I don't know. Is that very specific for me to say that I enjoy that? I really like green. I love spooky green in horror films. Because your brain goes like, what the fuck? The light turns green. It shouldn't be doing that. There's no green light in real life. Like green gel lighting. Is that what it's called? I didn't know it had a real name to it. I just called it spooky green. Green gel lighting, I think so. Okay, I was not aware of that. This is something I picked up on. Oh, I did redeem the 2000 redeem. I did not see that. Oh, I forgot to add like a sounder for that. I see. New username real time. Interesting. I think I'm gonna need to like open up like MS Paint for this or something. Hold on. We grab the I don't know why I made it green, but I did. And we build on this. Aru. potentially, this is one deviation. Then, we build on this, but we might not actually go with Ri when we build on a nickname for Riaru. We might actually start with A from Aru, but we don't make Aru, we make Achi. Oh, that's just Matchi, but without the M. Hold on. Actually, maybe we don't start with Aru. Maybe we go with E. Is it blasphemous to make a nickname? I feel like the best one striking from the other. This is bad. But you have paid for it. And I'm just speed running the nicknaming process. Riaru, 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 Ri. Actually, maybe it would be Ri with 2 E's. Ri. It sounds wrong. Ri. It's too much work for a nickname. But we build on Ri actually. That's a short for Riaru. Iri. Then we build on that. Real time becomes a Riaru. We build on Riaru to make Riri. Actually, but we build on Iri actually to make Iri. Oh, with 2 K's. Then do we end it here is the question. Is Iriko good enough? We're making a new nickname. Yeah. I do like Iriko. Do we build further on this is the question. Sounds beautiful. I do quite like it. I think it's kind of working out. I think we're ending it here, Iriko. This is your new name. This is your new nickname. We built on real time to make Riaru, Riri, Iri, Iriko. Yeah, I like it. Opuntia Humifusa. Sounds like a character in a JRPG. My name is Opuntia Humifusa. I've been living in these lands for 5,000 years. He's like an old man who sends you on the next quest. Your city has been destroyed, the evil king has taken over, now you've been set out on the adventure. Sorry, I was going on a bit. I did not read the rest of it. It's a cold-hearted cactus. Oh yeah, cool. What about my bit, though? About Opuntia Humifusa, the old man who sends you on a quest in a JRPG. Do people know the lore about behind the old man in Diablo 2? What's his name again? I forgot his name. Cain something? Deckard Cain? Do people know that that was actually like from a contest? Where like you could send in your name to be like a character in Diablo 2, and there was just a guy. No, it wasn't even a guy, it was a 10-year-old boy with the name Deckard Cain. He won the contest to have his name be in Diablo 2, and they were like, holy shit, Deckard Cain? what a badass name. So they just made this 10-year-old boy's name into like a badass character. That kid's name sounds cool as hell. It really is. When I learned that lore, I was just blown away by that. Like, holy shit, Deckard Cain? There was like a 10-year-old boy named at one point, and all I could think was like, man, these parents are awesome. Like, Deckard is such a cool name. And I have a challenge taking related story, actually. Okay, I mean, child name, okay, I was about to say, I'm not sure if I want to hear the story behind this, and not steal a child. No. All my chatters are good people. They would never do anything wrong. My first name was actually taken from a dead baby. This might be worse, I don't know. This might be worse. What do you mean it was taken from a dead baby? My mom saw the grave of the dead 1-year-old next to a family's grave. It was graved. Okay. Well, that is fine. I feel like that's actually genuinely fine to do. It does sound a bit bad at first, but yeah, if there's like a real thing to it, it's not too bad. I think mine might actually be worse than that. How my mom got my name was that she met another pregnant mom. And that pregnant mom was like, I'm gonna name my child Matthias. And then my mom was like, Matthias, that's a good name. I'm naming my child that too. So my name is just stolen. My mom just straight up stole my name. She was just like, oh, she's having a Matthias? I guess I'm also having a Matthias. What kind of logic is that? I feel like it would have been better if it was a dead baby. But no, I grew up with that Matthias, to be clear. I'm still friends with Matthias to this day. I met that Matthias because we met at my house. And he was just like, hi, your name is also Matthias? And I was like, yep. Let's be friends, okay. Do you want to play Teenage Mutant Turtles? Yep. And then we were friends. I only met one other person with my name. It was an extremely short-fit bald man, 35-year-old man. Me? Your name is Matthias? I feel like I'm coming around, like, man, Banjo, maybe Banjo is an awesome game, actually. I was complaining so much about this game. I feel like I quit playing this game at one point, where I was just like, I'm giving up. It's too much. But maybe I needed that break. I needed to come back to it. Oh, new nickname? Oh shit, I missed that up. Chicken Cognition. This is an interesting one, I feel like. Because it kind of feels like the natural place to go with this should be... I need to shut this egg up. Chickchog? I feel like it would be Chico, but I'm not a fan of that. Chico? This sounds like a regular Japanese girl's nickname. You know what? There's something interesting to do with Ken here, I feel like. This is very interesting to me. Ken. The end of chicken. Like, you could almost go... Chicken could become Kenchi. Do you know what I mean? You reverse Ken and Chick... This is very interesting to me right now. I'm kind of and we could turn cognition into something else. Kenshi... Koko. This is really good, because this is just like a spur of a real name, Kenji Kenshi. And Koko means here in Japanese, just like here. Like, I'm here. So Kenshi Koko would just mean here. Kenshi is here. This is already pretty damn good, I feel like. Kenshi Koko. Can we do something Nishin? I think we have to leave Nishin out. I think I'm making the executive call where we can't really do anything with Nishin because basically it's all gonna be Japanese nickname. If anyone's disappointed about that, I'm sorry. Nishin is out. It's not it doesn't work with how Japanese hiragana works. Unless you turn it into like... I think this would actually become like Nishin instead. If you did try to spur it into something. Nishin. Kenshi Koko. And then, actually, Ken Koko... No, Ken Koko doesn't sound good. But maybe we could do something with this also, if we push this further. What about Nito? Nito is actually very good. Damn, you're onto something. Nito is a good nickname just by itself. I'm not sure, I'm actually thinking, I'm not sure if I like Kenshi that much as a nickname. It is actually a very good nickname. But I'm curious if I can, like, push this further. I am weebifying your name. This is going to be every theme of every single nickname. Yes, now I'm reaching it. We combine Coco with Koenchi. No, maybe not, actually. I think Koenchi is kind of cute, though. Koen means, like, park. You want to be called park? Not in Japanese. We drop the Ken and go Chikoko. We might actually drop the Chi here. And just add Ken again. We go back to chicken. Wenken. Actually, I really like this. Kuwenken. We just go back and add Ken again. It sounds like an old-timey Japanese name now. Koen Ken. This means Ken in the park also. It kind of works, actually. Koen Ken. Ken in the park. Ken from the park. Park Ken. This is great. I kind of like... I think we're going with Koenken. Koen Ken. You're Ken in the park. Koen. Koen means park. Remember this? And Ken is just a name. Hello, Ray Rammstein. Hello. I came up with a redeem for making people's nicknames. And it's basically just me weebifying. The trend is just I make their names into Japanese nicknames. That has been the ongoing theme so far. So your chicken cognition, you're now Koenken. I'm not going to remember this. Koenken is actually how it's really pronounced. But maybe in English it would change over time. Bear that in mind. Maybe people would only call you Koen. But Koen is a really cute name, actually. It just means park, and it's cute that way. Ah, what if it was Koen Koko? That's also really cute. Koen Koko. It's also cute. I don't think we're going with this, though, but it also means park is here. I could go undercover with this name for sure, for sure. But I think Koen... I feel like Koen Ken is pretty good, but I actually feel like maybe it's too difficult to say as a quick thing. To be like a go-to nickname also. Koen Kenshi, I feel like what we actually need to do is we need to keep Koen, but we need something simple at the end. Instead of Coco, your name will be Poko. I know this is a... it sounds like Poco in MatchiPoko, but it's a funny way of saying Coco instead, but not saying Coco. MatchiPoko. I don't know, it's kind of... Koenken is pretty good. But MatchiPoko is kind of cute. Is what I'm thinking. And... Oh, I like the Poco? I think so. I think because you don't just want to say Koenkoko as like, here's the park. The MatchiPoko is a way of saying like, here's the park but in a really stupid way, and your nickname is Koen. So I'm kind of vibing with this now. I think MatchiPoko might actually be your new nickname. Chirping caps. That is actually a good point. It could be the chirping of a bird in the park. So I think we're going to go with MatchiPoko is your new nickname. Because Koenken is pretty good, but it doesn't quite go well with... Like, if I have to say it quickly, just off the tongue, Koenken, it kind of needs, like, a bit of familiarity with it. You can't just immediately go with Koenken and people know what you're talking about. But MatchiPoko, it's very, like, pronounceable. Do you know what I mean? You can enunciate that very clearly, and people will know how to spell it. MatchiPoko. So that is your new nickname. Alright, I'm pretty happy. I'm ending it there with that. MatchiPoko. And I will not remember this. I love it. Good. Good to know. Here's the origin of your new nickname. Oh my god. Did not look. Oh my god. I did look. I keep looking and it's not working.